Oh my god, the sky is falling. EA and PlayStation have pulled out at E3 and it's completely doomed. Or so some people want to believe. This is Centurion 1307 back at you with another video to help calm your nerves in this crazy gaming world. Before we get into will they survive, let's first start off with exactly what is a small history of E3. The original concept of E3 was for gaming developers to come together and advertise their product to companies to actually get it to where their product would be on store shelves like Walmart, Best Buy, Target, etc. There was no point in creating games if nobody wanted to sell them, so the original E3 platform was for developers to come out on stage, show what they got, and say, hey, sell our stuff for us. As the event grew and grew, eventually the media wanted to be part of this little entertaining gig, and as a result they were able to make connections with these developers that made them review games and establish connections in this industry that we still see to this day. E3 has also been the home to every game console reveal that I can think of. The one that sticks with me the most is when The Rock stood next to Bill Gates bringing the original Xbox into this world. Speaking of that, why don't they do that anymore? E3 has also been the home for every advance in gaming I can think of, from the games themselves to the technology that we use to play them. It's also been the home to such franchises that we've seen since like Halo, Gears of War, Destiny, God of War, etc. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of doom, gloom, and doubt coming out of the internet over the viability of E3 just because EA and PlayStation have pulled out. Let's stop to think about that for a second. Why did they pull out of E3? Is it because they have nothing to show? Perhaps they're out of ideas. Maybe they just want to save some money. Or is it they just don't care? The real question is it what made E3? Like really, to declare that E3 cannot survive without these two companies is idiotic. There is going to be 93 other companies at this E3 to advertise their products to the public. And really, why does EA and Sony get to walk around saying that they don't need E3 and that they're above it? Both their shows last year were extremely lackluster. When EA's stage host was asked for feedback on the show, she could only respond with to them that the fans weren't really digging the show and that it was uncomfortable for her to actually do the show. And let's not forget PlayStation and their tent, where they crowded everybody together into a tent and had them watch a guy play on a banjo and then watch another guy play on a flute. Regardless of being out of ideas or the money they want to save, both these companies have an obligation to help the smaller developers actually get on the E3 stage and get their product out there. These two companies are just basically pushing them to the side and saying that they're not worth their time. Both their shows last year were considered low points at the E3 conference, which is why I must point out, why do they need to be at the show this year for E3 to even survive? There is going to be plenty of other content, developers, and companies there to support us all the way through and see E3 this year to the end. I personally am looking forward to Xbox's conference because I'm looking forward to the new hardware reveals that they're going to put out and the new and exciting games that I'm looking forward to playing, like Cyberpunk 2077. Microsoft says this is going to be their biggest show to date, and it looks like it's going to be because they probably have a whole bunch of developers just beating down their door because the two big players that normally are there are not. But hey, call me crazy or agree with me. Please let me know in the comments section below what you think is going to happen at E3 because I'm really curious to see what other people are thinking. But I'm going to do what I do every year. Me and my wife are going to get together with some friends and family, and we're going to watch the E3 conference together and have a great time and discuss what we see. So, until we meet again in the next video, I am Centurion 1307. If you like what I'm doing here, please like and subscribe. And always, visit legionofgamer.com for more content just like this.